Hey guys, today I am going to be doing a quick review of VidAngel, and we are going to be starting from the very beginning here by going to vidangel.com on our computer through a web browser, and we're going to go ahead and click Get Started. Okay, so the first thing, you got some questions here, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in 10 plus hours per week, as I do watch a lot of TV. And you're going to go ahead and put in which streaming services you subscribe to. I do subscribe to Netflix and Prime Video. And it looks like they do offer this service for Netflix, Prime Video, Apple TV, and Peacock. They do not do this for Disney Plus, Max, or Hulu. So if you're trying to use it on those services, you are out of luck at this time. Okay, so it's saying that we're going to be able to filter over 16,000 different movies and TV shows. And now we're going to select what we want to be excluded from our content. So we're going to just test a few things here. I'm going to go ahead and say let's have no profanity, no blasphemy. We'll remove nudity, and we will remove that, and I'm going to also remove crude language, and we're going to continue. Okay, so in a year, we'll help protect your home from, well, you can see the numbers here. Wow, look at that. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, we're going to hit continue. Okay, so now we've got an option here to pick a few different shows or movies and see how the filtering actually works. So I'm going to choose Cobra Kai, The Fall Guy, and let's see what else. Let's do Overboard. Okay, so I've got my filters: profanity, blasphemy, crude language, sex, and nudity. And this is Cobra Kai Season 1, Episode 1. Okay, and as you can see, it has skipped over only 12 seconds, so that's not too bad. It's a 30-minute show, and only 12 seconds are actually being skipped. Now, there's also a lot of things being muted. That's different, but actually skipping where you're not seeing the content, we're only losing 12 seconds here. Now, if I add some more filters like drugs and alcohol, well, now we've skipped over 36 seconds. And if I add graphic violence, now 42 seconds. Non-graphic violence, so obviously this is Cobra Kai, there's a lot of violence. We've now skipped over 2 minutes and 12 seconds, and then blood and gore does not change anything. So that shows that. Now if I pick Overboard, and we leave all these things selected, 3 minutes and 24 seconds, and The Fall Guy, okay, The Fall Guy, there you go, 15 minutes and 12 seconds of skipped time. So, of course, that is a 2-hour, 6-minute movie, but if I start unchecking these, okay, blood and gore doesn't affect it. Okay, that's the bulk of it right there. It's the non-graphic violence, 15 minutes, and then it changes to 6 minutes when we allow that. Okay, and if I allow graphic violence, well, it goes from 6 minutes to just over 2 minutes. And then, of course, if we just start unchecking these, you'll see where everything falls. But you can get a really good feel for something. Like if you want profanity out, okay, all these white lines, well, that's what'll be muted. Okay, and if you want blasphemy out, you can see there's a little bit of that in there. And if you want crude language out, you can see these little white lines appear, so that you can quickly and easily see what will be muted. So you can kind of get a gauge on what type of content may be in the program. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue and get more in depth here. We're going to go ahead and make an account for VidAngel. I'm going to be literally starting this from the very beginning. Okay, so here are your different pricing plans. You can do $9.99 per month, or you can save a little bit of money and go ahead and pay the $100 for the entire year. So we're going to go ahead and just do the $9.99 plan. Okay, we have gotten through the initial sign up with our email address and our credit card, and the membership is now active. Okay, so we're going to personalize our experience here. We're going to connect to the streaming services, we're going to link our TV devices, and create our filters. So here's the different streaming services. Now, like I said, I do subscribe to Netflix, and it looks like this also works with some of the different Amazon services like Prime and Paramount Stars and those different things. We're going to go ahead and click Continue, and we're going to link a TV device. Now, I use Roku's in my home, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to search for the VidAngel app in the Roku store. So we're going to go ahead and switch over to the Roku here momentarily. Okay, now I have switched over to my Roku, and we are going to go ahead and get VidAngel on here. So I'm going to go ahead and search for this. And it should come up now. There it is. Okay, there's VidAngel. And I've actually already installed this, so we're going to go ahead and open the app. Now that I have created a VidAngel account, I can actually go ahead and log in. And of course, you can start the membership straight from your streaming device, but I found it to be a little bit easier doing it from the computer. We are now logged in to VidAngel on my streaming device, which happens to be a Roku. And we've got our home, search, categories, watch list, and settings at the top. So these are all of the different shows and movies. So here's Breaking Bad. And we're going to go ahead and start here with Season 1, Episode 1. And before I go into it, though, this is where you can set your filters. So right now, nothing is set. And if I go over here to this little video camera, I can just go ahead and turn off all of this language, as you can see below. So when I do that, you'll see over here on the right-hand side, this is what you'll hear, okay? So you can see all these little black lines appear, and see, there's where you'll hear everything. And when you select the language filter, well, this is the stuff that'll be muted out. Okay, so if we go down here to more of visual items, we're going to go to this little camera, and the left side where it says what you'll see, if we do that, well, now you see a lot of chunks of the actual show missing because these are visuals, and they'll actually be removed and skipped over. So perhaps maybe you don't want to miss anything in the show, so you just want to maybe mute out the language, but you don't want to visually miss anything, so maybe you want to leave the visuals turned on. It's just a personal preference, and of course these are all your different categories right here. And you can go in here and you can literally just select everything individually. Now this one, there's a few chunks in there that are going to be pulled out. It's going to mute some things, and it's going to also remove some things from the visuals. I'm going to go ahead and turn off all of the language filters for Breaking Bad, and then we're going to back and we're going to save changes. So now you can clearly see 85 of 133 filters are applied, and we're going to go ahead and hit play, and then this is where we need to link it up with our Netflix account. Okay, so we are back on the computer again because it did say you need to do this from a web browser. Okay, so before we hit play, I need to go up here to my profile and I need to link services. Okay, so this is where I am going to link Netflix, and we're going to add this to our Chrome browser, and it is now added. Okay, I can close that. Okay, now I need to go to netflix.com and link my account. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now I'm going to go back to the VidAngel page, and Netflix is now checked and turned on, so we can start browsing. So now if I go in here and go to Breaking Bad, I've got my filters, and I should be able to start the show now. And as you can see, the show is starting, and I'm going to just pause it right there because I don't want any copyright issues. But now the show is playing through VidAngel. Now we're going to switch back over to the streaming device and see how it looks on that. Okay, we are now back on the Roku device, and we're going to go ahead and try to sync the connection and retry. And I believe it is now synced up, and we're going to hit play. And there you go. Now that we have synced it to our Netflix account, I can watch Breaking Bad through my Roku on the VidAngel app. And there is the show, and it will now be edited with whatever filters I have applied. So that, my friends, is how VidAngel works. And as always, thanks for watching.